This holiday season, you might be looking for nutritious, convenient meals to keep you energized on jam-packed days. Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service, can help you fuel up fast for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You'll save time, eat well, and stay on track with your healthy lifestyle while tackling all your holiday to-dos. Too busy with holiday plans to cook, but want to make sure you're eating well? With Factor, skip the extra trip to the grocery store and the chopping, prepping, and cleaning up too, while still getting the flavor and nutritional quality you need. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes, so all you have to do is heat and enjoy. When you're too busy running around to plan lunch, Factor has you covered with lunch to go. Effortless, wholesome meals like grain bowls and salad toppers that are ready to eat when you're on the go, no microwave required. Head to factormeals.com/MC911pod50 and use code MC911pod50 to get 50% off. That's code MC911pod50 at factormeals.com/MC911pod50 to get 50% off. With HelloFresh, you get farm-fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Whether your resolution is to save money, eat better, or stress less, HelloFresh is here to help you do all three. Say hello to your most delicious year yet with fresh ingredients and chef-crafted recipes at a price you'll like delivered right to your door. So you've resolved to actually sit down and eat dinner around the table, but what do you do about those nights when your schedule is packed? Turn to HelloFresh's lineup of quick and easy meals, including their 15-minute recipes designed to help minimize mealtime stress. Every single meal I've had from HelloFresh has had easy-to-follow instructions, fresh ingredients, and when it's done, I feel like I'm out at my favorite restaurant. Go to HelloFresh.com/MC911free and use code MC911free for free breakfast for life. One breakfast item per box while subscription is active. That's free breakfast for life at HelloFresh.com/MC911free with code MC911free.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who pay attention to every little detail. The ones who fuss, tinker, and sweat the small stuff. Because you know the tiniest thing can make the biggest difference when it comes to keeping business moving. We get it. We're the same way. Offering access to product experts to help you quickly and easily find what you need. So whatever your industry, you know you're always getting professional-grade products. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Today's episode will be run a little differently. Usually I just let the call roll without giving much of any type of information in regards to the call itself. I do this mainly because I want you to feel as close to being in that dispatcher's chair with their headset right on your ear as I can. We don't know what sort of call is going to come in. It doesn't matter what the call is. It always comes as a surprise to us. Doesn't matter if it's someone calling about loud music or someone being stabbed. We'll obviously react differently to each sort of call. But since there's always this level of unknown, we don't know if we're going to have someone screaming because they're arguing with someone over a hamburger, or someone else calling in because their spouse just passed out and stopped breathing. It's always up in the air. Just today, the wide variety of calls I took, at least to a non-dispatcher, would be astounding. Welcome back to another episode of Music City 911. Albuquerque, New Mexico, November 2018. Phone calls start coming into the dispatch center for a shooting that was happening at the Ben E. Keith Food and Beverage Warehouse, one of the largest distributors in the United States. One person was shot in the parking lot, 2 more inside. At the time, it was treated as an active shooter situation. Police didn't know if the shooter was still inside or if he'd left the building. Initially, they didn't know who the shooter was. Those initial 911 calls were not released. Police rushed to the scene and went on a search for both the suspect and the victims. The warehouse, to give you an idea of the size of it, there's a Pepsi bottling warehouse the next street over from this location. You can imagine the size of that building. The Ben E. Keith Food Warehouse is easily twice as big, if not bigger. That's a lot of area to search. Police found victims, but being the location of the suspect was still unknown, they had to pull the victims to safety so that they could be medically treated and the medics could be safe to come in and pick them up and transport them to a hospital. The search continued for the suspect when another 911 call came into the dispatch center.
911 emergency.
Yeah, are you guys looking for an active shooter?
What's that?
You guys are looking for an active shooter in Albuquerque?
Okay. You have some information?
Yes, this is him.
You're the one who did it?
Yes.
Why'd you do it? What's your name?
My name is Wade.
And where are you at, Wade?
Somewhere in the South Valley.
You said your name was Wade?
Yeah.
I do. So where are you at right now?
Can you give me the status of the people I shot?
Just hang on with me. Are you still there?
What's up? Yeah.
Where are you at right now?
I'm in the South Valley.
Are you able to meet with officers?
What's that?
Are you able to meet with officers?
I will talk for a second.
You will?
Yes, but I want to talk for a minute.
Okay. What did you have to say?
Do you know the status of the people I shot?
Unfortunately, I don't. Not at this time. Are you still there?
Yes. This was a hard thing. I was hearing voices in my head.
Okay. You're hearing voices in your head?
I am.
You were?
We're going to connect you to officers.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and connect you. We're gonna connect you with the officer, okay?
Hold on, don't hang up.
Just hold on the line.
John Willie.
You're connected with the subject.
I'm sorry?
You're connected. This is radio.
Yeah, Yeah, okay.
Go ahead. You can speak to the subject.
Hi, this is John Burley.
Hey, John.
Hey, who's this?
My name is Wade Melton.
Hey, Wade. What's going on, man?
I fucked up bad.
Okay, tell me about it.
I was hearing voices in my head. They were telling me, let me put it to you this way. Since I was 15 years old, I've been hearing voices in my head.
Okay.
What we're hearing were so muffled and so incoherent that it was hard for me to understand them. From time to time, I could understand them.
Okay.
But I was 17 years old. I ended up in a psych ward for psychosis and for schizophrenia. I was treated. I was also using methamphetamine then as well. I was treated and released. I have
Go ahead. You can tell me, Wade.
I know.
Wade,
I was here. Yes.
I'm here for you. Okay. I'm serious. I'm here for you.
Also letting you know, I have a woman here in the car with me. Her name is Brianna Velasquez. She is a very close friend of mine.
The phone call disconnected there. I'm not sure how the cell phone service is out there where the suspect was, but there seemed to be some sort of problems with it at least. I'm not sure, he may have hung up himself. Could have been anything. They did call the suspect back though, but before I get into that, I want to address one thing that can be a bit minor to some, but in the dispatch world, it does need to be addressed and used universally. The difference between a subject and a suspect. This dispatcher, or at least the one that was connecting the call to the officer / negotiator on the scene, she said she has the subject on the phone. The officer at first seemed like he didn't know what she was talking about. A subject can be anyone at all. The suspect is the person suspected of committing the crime. It doesn't make him or her guilty of that crime. They're just at the time suspected of doing it. So, for example, 3 subjects were standing outside of a gas station when shots rang out. The suspect is described as, and you get the idea from there. Dispatchers, please, in your text and your language, start addressing these 2 differently. Same goes for an officer out in the field trying to describe who they thought did the crime. Suspect. Makes it a lot easier when you're hearing that correct word. But as I said, the suspect called back and got him on the line. This next call, it's a bit lengthy, but this is an officer with the role of being a negotiator. Talk more about that whole thing after the call.
911 emergency.
There's some active shooter that was just talking to the officer. Would you put me back with him, please?
Yes, I'll get him get him back with him. One moment.
Thank you.
Just stay on the line with me, okay?
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
What can I do to help you tonight? I mean, I can ask you to do some certain things, and I want you to, I want you to do what I ask you to do because I want to guarantee your safety.
Yeah.
And as long as you follow all the directions that I give you, I can absolutely guarantee your safety.
Yeah. I know you guys bring me in and deal with me. I know that.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're definitely gonna have to, bring you, talk to you, and obviously tell you everything that's gone on. You're going to tell us everything that's gone on with you. You're right. It's not a good situation. But here's the thing, man. We can still help you.
Yeah.
I know you don't think that we can, but we can. You just got to give it a chance.
What kind of help can you give me?
I mean, it worked before for you, did it not?
Can you tell me anything
when you were
about
17? When you were 17?
Can you tell me anything about mental telepathy?
No, I can't. I'm not an expert in that.
And I wish you would. Can you tell me about perceptions within your head?
Can I tell you what?
Can you tell me about your own perceptions within your head? What do you hear?
Well, I'm not hearing anything in my head. I'm just hearing you talking to me. But I understand your situation.
Yeah.
It's never happened to me, but I understand it. And I understand it happens to a lot of people. And there's a lot of people that, that are able to work with other people. Go ahead.
Part of what experience was that the company I worked for, Benny Keith, had somewhat collaborated on the management level, maybe some of the coworkers, was trying to decipher or figure out whether or not I had something to do with the shooting and with another mass shooting at another Benny Keith in Houston, or Dallas, or wherever the fuck it was. And that was one thing they were trying to determine, whether or not somehow my telepathic abilities had influenced that.
And how did that turn out?
How did that shooting out there turn out?
No, how did that turn out with your?
So that delusion, if you want to call it, which I don't think it was, which is why I did what I did, was that they were using that night manager officer, who was a pretty powerful psychic, to try to dismantle me, bring down my mind. Did a hell of a job. And I don't know how many telepathic voices that I heard apologize to me for the direct targeting of me. I don't know how many voices I heard tell me, go get help before I do anything else. Ultimately, I felt that I had no choice in the end, that this had to come to an end, and this was the only way it was going to end.
Okay, but you understand it doesn't have to come to an end for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but why should I so easily shoot those people and then live a life?
Well, as I said, people do. They can work it out, and there are people that can help you work it out in your mind as well. There's experts. There's doctors that can help you.
I know there are, man.
I'm not a doctor, but I know that there are. I know that there are those that can.
Yeah. I know. I could be taken in and be allowed to let live for a while.
Are you and Brianna still together?
No, we're not together.
No, I mean physically together right now.
Oh, yeah, she's still with me.
She's still with you? Okay.
Yeah, you can talk to her if you like.
Can you tell me where you guys are?
No.
Because I really want to, ultimately meet you face to face so I can talk to you. At least give me the opportunity to talk to you face to face before you make any final decisions on anything.
I'm absolutely not going to hurt anybody else. I'm not going to hurt her.
Okay. That makes me feel very good.
I'm somewhere between going and finding you guys and putting myself into your custody or killing myself. And I just want to be allowed to make that decision for a minute.
I understand, and you have every right to make that decision. I'm just trying to help encourage you to make a decision that I think will be of benefit to you in the long run.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, there's people that do care about you, and
there are. I might as well be dead to them. And in fact, my life will be an insult to them. And the families that I have destroyed and the lives I have destroyed will be constantly hating them.
But I think these people realize. I think these people realize that you have the issues that you have, and they realize it's not. It's something. What's that?
There's no forgiveness for this. I'm not looking for forgiveness, but I'm just saying I understand the hate they're going to feel, and that might be too much for me to live the rest of my life with.
I don't think any of these people that are close to you are going to hate you. I don't think Brianna hates you, does she?
No, and I would understand. I don't hate you. And here's how this could probably work out to everybody's benefit. Are you willing to listen to me? Yeah, I'll listen.
Okay. Nobody wants to see you get hurt. Nobody wants to see anybody else get hurt. The fact that you said that you don't want to hurt Brianna, you don't want to hurt anyone else, you're already taking a step in the right direction right there. Okay?
Yeah.
That says a lot. That says tons, okay? So here's the thing. If you can tell me where you are and you follow my directions, I can assure you, I guarantee you, your safety, Brianna's safety, everybody's safety, provided that you follow my directions, okay? And nobody's going to hurt you. And you and I will have an opportunity to talk face to face. I will talk with other people to get you, an immeasurable amount of help as well.
Yeah.
Are you open to that?
No, man. I wish you guys would just fucking shoot me.
But that's not going to solve anything.
I know.
That's just going to make a lot more people that much sadder, and it's the end result is not going to be of benefit to anyone else, including yourself.
I'm so fucking tormented, dude. Can you tell me the status of any of those people?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah, can you tell me the status of any of those people that I shot?
I honestly don't know. I'm not, where they are right now. I'm in a big, RV type bus.
Yeah.
Talking to you right now, and I have not been anywhere near where any of that took place. I've been talking to you. I was talking to your brother earlier. And your mom, and I haven't had an opportunity to find out any of those details at all.
Yeah.
From what I've been told, people are stable. Somebody just passed that note to me.
So they're going to live?
Again, that's all the word I was given was stable.
I hope they live. I fucking hope they live, dude.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, because I don't think you want anybody to die.
I did. That's what I did. Now I want.
You did?
Yeah.
Now you want them to live. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Again, that's another positive sign. The fact that you're passing these positive messages to me. I mean, that says a lot, Wade. Let's take the next step. In the positive direction. Are you open to that?
I have these voices in my head right now telling me just to end it. And they're not being so kind about the language in the court. But I don't know, man. The idea of life is distant one.
Well, can you? I guess I don't know how to ask this, but I guess can you override those voices in your head with my voice, telling you not to end it and telling you to, work with me to try to help you.
I wouldn't be overriding those voices. It would be just listening to you, I guess. I don't know, man. I can go to the Stuffies on Isleta, or what is it, Sunset? I can reach you guys back.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you too well. I've got a generator in the background that's making a bunch of noise, and it's hard to hear everything. Are you on speakerphone?
Yes. I could actually
could you
I'm actually pulling up the freeway right now. Hold on 1 second.
I'm sorry, wait, I couldn't hear you.
I'm actually pulling up the freeway right now. I can go to the Stuffies on Sunset, and I can talk with you guys. I'll be there.
Where are you going to be, Sunset and what?
The Stuffies on Sunset and almost at 5 Points.
At Stuffies at Sunset?
Yeah.
Where's that, Sunset and Central?
Fucking Sunset and fucking 5 Points.
Huh?
Sunset and 5 Points.
And 5 Points. At Stuffies. That's where you're going to be? Wade? Hello?
It's not, he disconnected.
Okay.
In dispatch, we are taught some small negotiating skills. If it came down to it, I'd be willing to bet that just about any dispatcher would have tried to do their best to talk to this guy and see what they could do to get the situation resolved. The officer seemed to do what he could with a pretty rough situation. You heard a lot going on there when they were chatting. The suspect overall stretched over both calls anyway. He said he had various mental problems since he was a teenager. He asked the officer about telepathy and said he wondered if telepathy had some sort of an effect on another active shooter situation in a different location. He made mention that he was hearing voices now, and also he said stuff about previous use of methamphetamines. This all is a lot to process. Other than the talk of his various mental problems, the suspect seemed reasonably calm and willing to talk. At first, at least. He said he was getting off the interstate to, quote, talk with you guys. After this call ended, police did get him back on the phone. That call wasn't released either. The suspect, 30-year-old Wade Anthony Melton, drove to a rural location north of Albuquerque, and while on the phone with officers, he killed himself. Police found him with a handgun laying beside him. The 3 victims of the shooting, they all survived. Originally all listed in critical condition, within days they were upgraded to stable condition and then released later. What caused the suspect to do all this? It seems there was probably a number of things. Obviously, mental illness was one. His talk of the voices in his head, and no telling what over the years those voices have told him to do. They may have convinced him or flat out told him to do the shooting. No one really knows. Combine that with likely years of drug use, at least from my experience, those with mental illness, the use of drugs often compound the effects of the illness. Reports state that he spoke on various social media pages about use of hallucinogenic mushrooms and other drugs. And you heard him talk about methamphetamines. So those 2 things played a part, although no drugs were found in his system at the time of the shooting. There was also apparently some sort of a workplace dispute. Not really sure what that was, though no absolute motive was given. Talk of problems with employers there at the warehouse, that was talked about and could have easily been at least one of the reasons that he did this. Regardless, though, any shooting, especially a workplace shooting with multiple victims like this happens, it's a very tragic thing. Could it have been prevented? Well, that's pretty hard to say. We could talk about mental health issues and problems in America and the world until our lips fall off. It is entirely possible further mental health services could have prevented this, but each case is different, and at least now, there's no way to know if anything could have been done for this. This next incident, it'll start off in the normal fashion.
Altamont Springs Police Department, you're on a recorded line. This is Candace.
Hi, I think I spoke to regarding. He just called us from 436 and 434, that Hungry Howie's, right next to the bank. He wants us to order a pizza.
All right. So you already said you spoke to someone already?
The police officer. No, I spoke to somebody earlier, but I'm trying to help you guys find who's been suicidal and claiming that he's going to do some kind of felony tonight.
All right, and where is he located right now?
Hungry Howie on 436 and 434. He's waiting for us to order a pizza. I'm not going there, but I'm just letting you know. He's either hiding by the bank or he's waiting for the pizza.
Okay, give me one moment.
Can I give you a number? My phone's ready to die soon, so I'll give you my son's phone number.
Okay, what's your son's phone number? All right, are you gonna be able to reach you at that number?
Yes, please. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna call it right now.
Okay, thank you.
This type of call, dispatchers also get from time to time. A relative calling police because one of their family members are having a breakdown or are just plain suicidal. They send messages or post things on social media, sometimes call them and tell them about what's going on. A lot of times, the suicidal person doesn't say where they're going to be at. This one, luckily, they had some information of where he was going to be at. Multiple calls in general they were made, most stating the same type of thing. A call was placed to a different agency with some of the same info, but a little bit more detailed. Here's some audio from one agency letting the correct department know a little bit more info about what's happening.
Altamont Springs, this is Bill on a recorded line.
Hello, this is Jerry City Police Operator 119. Is this the police department for Altamont Springs?
Yes, it is.
How you doing? So I just got a call from somebody who is in Jersey City. They provided multiple different addresses for this incident. Someone is being held at gunpoint, possibly at 491 North State Drive in Altamonte Springs, Florida, inside a Hungry Hat.
Hold on. Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, we are aware, and that is an ongoing investigation. Officers are on.
Okay, because... All right, can I have your name or operator number?
My operator number is Charlie 5.
Charlie 5. Okay, I have the call. So the caller said that this was her or his brother.
Okay.
And he said that he called him basically saying his goodbyes, and that the guy who had him at gunpoint took the phone, and he was saying to him, he hung up the phone on him, but his brother was saying to him, he didn't use the word gunpoint, but he was scared, and it sounded like there was just one other person, one gunman in there.
Okay, so you're saying there was one gunman in there. Hold on one second.
Yes, and I could give you his number as well.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so you said that somebody called because their brother was a hostage, right? And
yes.
He was saying his goodbyes. He was calling his brother or sister and saying goodbye, right? It's the brother that was saying the goodbyes?
Brother, yeah. So the person who called in was his sister-in-law, but his brother was also on the phone with her. They were on speaker talking to me together.
Okay, both brother and sister-in-law were talking to they were the hostages.
No, they were the ones. They're the ones that are in Jersey City in my jurisdiction who got the call from the hostage. Their brother, his.
Okay, good. Okay, so
being held hostage, and I have. Yes.
Okay, and then when he was saying his goodbyes, the gunman took the phone and hung it up?
Yes, he said that there's nothing you could do. Police are outside, and hung up.
Okay. Okay, and then you were going to give me the phone number for who?
So I have his phone number as well. But I also have his brother and sister-in-law's phone number that they called me on to notify me of this.
Okay, what's his phone number first? Okay, and then his brother and sister-in-law.
Their phone number is. They live here. They're here in Jersey City.
Okay.
And I left them on the line with because at first they told me this was in Orlando, Florida, so I provided Orlando, Florida police with every Hungry Howie's pizza in their jurisdiction. And
okay. Any other information, sir?
No other information. That's all they gave.
All right, sir. We'll send that information to the police, okay?
All right, thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
So this one was a little bit different. Yes, a lot of the same information was given, but this one, the caller, he was from a different agency, and it sounded like in a different state. He was reporting that the hostage himself was made to call his family to say his goodbyes. Police were there on the scene trying to assess the situation. Then, later, another call was received.
911, do you need police, fire, or medical?
Yeah, you don't ever answer the goddamn phone lady I've been calling you.
Okay, where are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm down here at Hungry Howie's with the hostage.
Okay, where are you at?
Hungry Howie's, I got a hostage in here, man.
Hungry Howie's?
I'm not shooting the police or him one.
Okay, hold on a second.
I'm going to start shooting people here shortly.
Okay, I do not...
And I'm not bitter about it.
Sir, I understand that you're upset, okay, but...
Amy, don't talk sweet talk me, little lady. You don't understand shit. You don't know shit, and you don't shit on my situation. Please don't play me no bullshit. I know about the freaking police. That's the reason my goddamn arm don't work now. These off my police, so fuck them. Y'all want to talk? This is the number.
49-year-old Neil Pittard was the caller and hostage taker. In total, there was a 7-hour standoff with Pittard. SWAT was called to the scene and ended up using flashbangs to distract the suspect. They ended up taking him into custody. The gun he was using, it turned out to be a water gun wrapped in electrical tape. I can't be completely sure, but it certainly seems like his intent was suicide by cop. I'm glad that didn't work out for him, though. He was taken to jail and charged with kidnapping and assault with a weapon, and is currently being held without bond. That'll do it for this episode. A bit of an update. For a long while, I've been busy with 1,000 different things, and some things have fallen out of priority. In the realm of this show, the show itself has always been the priority. I had dropped my merch page a while back for a variety of reasons, but have reopened one just now with various new items, all with the new logo and cheaper prices, including t-shirts that start at just $19. On top of that, you can use a discount code MC911 for an additional 10% off your purchase. I've got shirts, hoodies, leggings, cropped hoodies, V-necks, coffee mugs, phone cases, and a few more items up there. Head over to teespring.com/MC911 to have a look. I'll have a link in the show's description. Also, be sure to share the show with anyone you think might like to listen. For Music City 911, I'm Brandon, and y'all have a good one.